Welcome y'all to DIY Food Plot Pro. Thank you for watching today's episode. Today we're talking about wind traps, okay? If you've never experienced one while you're hunting, they are not fun at all. What am I calling a wind trap? Anything where the wind swirls, makes an eddy, anything like that. And this is a perfect example behind me. I've wanted to shoot this video for a long time. I've needed a wind, a certain wind, a south wind, which should be blowing from on top of that hill this way, straight to you. Just while I've been here prepping to film, it is unbelievable the variability in what this hill is doing to the wind currents down here. It's crazy. And we have hunted this farm for a couple years. It's been decent for us, but the wind has really been an issue down here. This is classic, what I call a wind trap, okay? There is a ton of good quality big bucks in this area. I mean, tons of them. You would not believe. I'm going to post some pictures just so you can see what I'm talking about, some absolute hammers. Why are they here? Because of exactly what we're talking about right now. They feel comfortable in there because they always have the wind, okay? They always have the wind. This 5 mile an hour wind, it's actually blowing the way it's supposed to be blowing right now, which is behind me coming to you, okay? But as I've been standing here, I'm going to post you a picture of our NOAA weather app for right now. It shows a 5 to 7 mile an hour straight out of the south wind. That is straight south that way, okay? So this is straight north coming right to you. So the wind should be blowing like this the whole time. Since I've been down here, I have had the wind hitting me this way, I've had the wind hitting me this way, and I've had the wind hitting me right in the face, headed right back to that hill. Okay, so that hill, no question about it, it's a lot bigger than what it looks in this video. That's a monster of a hill. You don't want any part of walking to the top of that thing. It is the very top of a ridge, and we're in the very bottom, which is great. On really windy days, I love little bottom secluded. All of a sudden, here's the wind. Let me get some grass. I'm going to show you. This is thick grass. See that? So all of a sudden we have a straight east wind now. Okay, and this is all changing within a couple minutes we've been filming for 2.5 minutes, and all of a sudden we've got a different wind already. Okay, this is the kind of stuff that screws your hunts up very quickly, and it has screwed a bunch of them up for me. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix this problem and hopefully not have the issue that we're having with this farm and this monster hill. What's happening is this wind's coming off and it's turning it right back in. Okay, that's what's going on right here. And so these deer always have your wind. If you hunt it on the north, your wind's blowing right to them. They've got your wind. If you hunt it on the south, it's swirling right back to them, and they've got you again. Okay, so you can, if you tried to hunt this spot as is right now, like it is, you're going to have very marginal results because these big bucks know that we're in there. And this is one of the spots that we tried the scent control thing on, and didn't get the results that we were looking for. They knew we were in here. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what we're going to do to kind of change that here in a few minutes. We're actually going to go down to the shooting box. I'm going to show you around and show you some of the things that okay, guys, here we are again. We're at the shooting house on where we were just at was about 150 yards that way. That's at the point of the hill. That's where I would expect the swirling to be worse. I thought that given this is a much smaller hill here, the big hill kind of starts coming down into a bottom. I thought this might get us away from that wind trap. It didn't. We still had weird wind the whole way. I'm going to throw this up. Hopefully that we'll be able to see this. It's still blowing like this. We're still blowing back to the woods with a south wind, which is showing that it's blowing north, and it's not. It's blowing south. But this hillside just plays a gigantic role in the wind currents down here. So here's a shooting box here. You can see it. Here's the food plot. And as you can see all that right there? That's that gigantic hill. Well, that gigantic hill gets a lot less gigantic as you go that way. So we're going to go that way. We're going to test the wind over there and see what we get. Now we're down here in the corner of this field. We're as far away from that hill as we can. See what we got. Straight down. Okay, so what has happened as we have gotten further away from this gigantic ridge, you can see it right there in the background, I hope. Things backwards when you're looking at the camera. We've gotten away from that swirling wind. Okay, so yes, I would rather hunt up in there. But if my wind's terrible all the time, then it's silly for me to continue hunting there. I can come down on this end and I can get my correct wind, and I have a much better chance of killing the mature deer that I have. My access is indifferent here. So I'm really fortunate that I can access this side just as easy as I access the front side where I showed you, with minimal intrusion. Very minimal. That's one thing that I love about this spot so much, is I can enter in and not really mess anything up. But just look what we're going to be hunting over. If y'all can see that. Can you see that? Good gosh. I mean, does that get any better looking? I mean, look at that. That is absolutely awesome looking. It's a really special place. It's one of my favorite spots. But this wind has really gave me a lot of headaches and caused me a lot of frustrations. That gigantic hill over there. And I think we're to the point to where we can just say, you know what, Mr. Hill, we're not playing those games anymore. We're going to get away from that hillside, and we're not going to let every single deer in the country know that we're hunting this area. So this video's been on wind traps, and I've got a lot more stuff like this coming. If you found this video helpful, smash that like and subscribe button. Man, look at this plot of buckforage oats. Golly, that's beautiful. You can see my tracks where I spread lime yesterday or today. But golly, that is just absolutely beautiful right there. Mid-March, and this stuff is rank. Good quality feed for our whitetails. So real nice, Clark.